Hey guys, it's Sophie Cunningham here. I'm finally in Indiana and I am so excited to be here and meet all of you. See you guys at the game. Bye.
Those are not the words of someone unwilling to play for the Indiana Fever. In fact, those are the exact words of Sophie Cunningham, the WNBA enforcer who has just arrived in Indiana, ready to make a major impact for Caitlin Clark and her team.
All right.
Cheryl Swoops was busy claiming that nobody wants to play in Indiana, while Sophie Cunningham was making waves with her excitement about joining the Fever. From her press conference to her workouts and social media, everything points to one thing. The Indiana Fever just secured the missing piece they needed, and the doubters are about to be proven wrong. In this video, we'll break down everything Sophie has said about Caitlin Clark and the Indiana Fever, her whirlwind first day with the team, and how she's responding to all the critics. Are you ready? Let's dive in.
Oh gosh, this is the first time I've seen my jersey. Oh, I love this. It's like I'm a rookie all over again.
What if I told you that while Cheryl Swoops was busy talking about how nobody wants to play for Indiana, Sophie Cunningham was actually poolside in Phoenix when she got the trade call? And what was her immediate reaction? Not disappointment, not hesitation, just pure excitement.
Where were you when you found out about this, and what was kind of that general reaction to a fresh start here?
Yeah, you guys will learn that if I'm not in the gym, I'm normally by the pool. And so I was actually poolside when I found out. And, there's a lot of emotions just because I have been out there for so long. But to be honest, my original thought was like, oh, heck yeah. Like, we're about to go win a championship. Like, that's exactly where my mind went. And like I said, it's all about the people. It's about the culture. I learned a lot out there, but now I'm ready to move on to something bigger, something better, and have a lot of really great players around me to, seriously go win a championship.
The narrative that top players don't want to join the Fever just got completely shattered. While the critics were busy coming up with their next argument, Sophie was already locking in and mentally preparing for a championship run in Indiana. Talk about a direct contradiction to all the negative chatter we've been hearing.
Yeah, I'm stoked. I'm so excited. I think it's refreshing. I've been in Phoenix for the past 6 years, was drafted out there. I've had a really great time. I've been very blessed with being around a lot of GOATs in the game and learning the game on another level. But again, like, this is just a new style, and this is the style that I thrive in. When you have people who can shoot the ball, who move the ball, who are running gunners, and share the ball, like, this is the type of offense that I want to be in.
When Sophie finally arrived at Gainbridge Fieldhouse, her excitement was impossible to miss. The Fever's social media captured her genuine joy as she explored her new basketball home. In one video that quickly went viral, Sophie introduced herself with pure enthusiasm, showing just how thrilled she was to be in Indiana.
I'm just stoked, and like I said, the offense is more my style, but I'm also surrounded by a great culture and great people, and that's what I'm also very excited about, to be here in Indiana.
But this move holds even deeper meaning for Sophie. As a Missouri native, returning to the Midwest feels like coming home. I love it, she shared during her introduction to the Indiana media. My roots are here in the Midwest, and just to be closer to home means so much. This wasn't just any trait for her, it was a return to her heartland.
How impactful will it be for you and your family to be back here in the Midwest, something that Caitlin had as well, and within driving distance for everyone, right?
I love it. My roots are here in the Midwest, and just to be closer to home. My sister is married and has a kid, has another one on the way, and family is everything to me. I have a really great support system, and you better believe I've already had over 100, 200 people reach out. Hey, how do we get season tickets? I was like, I have no idea. I just got traded 2 hours ago. So I think we're going to have a pretty cool fan base up here from Missouri. But again, it's my Midwest roots. I'm excited to be around Midwesterners again. It's my type of people, and so I'm happy to be here.
What makes Sophie's arrival especially significant is the immediate impact she's having on team chemistry. In a league where some stars bring egos bigger than their talent, Sophie wasted no time emphasizing the importance of a selfless culture. Her mindset is all about teamwork, energy, and doing whatever it takes to help the Fever succeed.
I'm just excited, but to be honest, I think when you have a group that can let go of the egos and you're really just here to win and work hard, I think that's the best type of group, and you're all willing to do the dirty work, and I think that's what I'm most excited about. That's my bread and butter right there, is outwork your opponents and have fun doing it.
Fans responded with overwhelming support, flooding social media with excitement about seeing her in action. The connection was instant, no adjustment period needed. Sophie didn't just join the team, she embraced it completely from day one.
Now that I've been here, and I have been paying a lot more attention to it, and it's crazy, right? Like it's a whirlwind, and there's an adjustment period not only for her, but for her teammates around her, for Indiana as a whole. But I think it's all really good things, and so it takes a little bit to get adjusted to it. But after that, I mean, come on, it's part of something great that doesn't come around very often, and so if you're not paying attention, I don't know what you're doing.
This is exactly the kind of addition the Fever needed. Someone who genuinely wants to be there, believes in what they're building, and brings both skill and energy to the locker room. While critics like Swoops continue pushing outdated narratives, players like Sophie are proving them wrong with their actions, showing that Indiana is becoming a destination franchise in the WNBA.
I know you said earlier this month that you'd do the Sabrina Carpenter to Caitlin's Taylor Swift.
That was a joke, but I guess people really took that seriously.
People love it. What excites you about playing with her this year?
I mean, she has changed our game in the best possible way in every way. And so just to be alongside of her and maybe relieve the pressure, being able to shoot and spread the court for her to go do her thing. She's still young, and I think that I've been Diana took me under her wing, and I've learned a lot from her. And now I hope to kind of do the same for Caitlin if she wants it. I just think the relationship piece is huge. And when you're trying to do something great, it takes everybody. And so I want her to go do her thing, and anything she needs from me, I'm going to be here. But again, I think that just the competitor that I am, I'm fierce, I'm sassy. I stick up for my teammates, stick up for myself. And so sometimes I think that's okay to be feisty and to be yourself.
Remember all those times last season when opponents targeted Caitlin Clark with physical play? The cheap shots, hard screens, and unnecessary contact after the whistle. The Fever just added the one thing Clark desperately needed but didn't have. A true enforcer who will make opponents think twice.
Play in front of the fans. I think that she's drawn a lot of people, not only to Indiana, but to the women's game as a whole. And so just to be a part of something great, just really happy to be here.
Sophie Cunningham isn't just bringing her basketball skills to Indiana. She's bringing her reputation as one of the WNBA's fiercest competitors. She's the kind of player opponents think twice about challenging. In her introductory press conference, she put it plainly. I'm fierce, I'm sassy, I stick up for my teammates, I stick up for myself. Those 5 words about standing up for teammates might be the most important thing Caitlin Clark has heard all of season.
Caitlin Clark was getting hit a lot. She was getting hit a lot early, and they needed their Charles Oakley. You've got that in Sophie Cunningham.
Let's be honest. Last season was brutal for the rookie superstar. We all watched as Caitlin Clark got knocked around, bumped, and targeted with little consequence, game after game. The physical play kept escalating, while her teammates seemed unable, or unwilling, to step in and send a message. It was like watching a boxing match where only one fighter had someone in their corner.
He hits a 3, Maisha Hines-Allen fouls her, and then tries to step over, and then Sophie Cunningham grabs her leg. Nobody's going near Maisha Hines-Allen, but no, Sophie Cunningham will start the fight. The refs are trying to break it up. None of the Mercury players are going to go near Maisha Hines-Allen. They're scared. She's scared of bejesus out of them. Maisha Hines-Allen is one of the toughest players in this league. Sophie Cunningham going head to head straight with her.
This is exactly where Sophie Cunningham makes her presence felt. Throughout her career in Phoenix, she built a reputation as the ultimate teammate protector. When opponents targeted Mercury stars, they knew they'd have to answer to Cunningham. Now, she's made it abundantly clear that same protection extends to Clark and the entire Fever roster.
Sophie Cunningham, in general, is just wild. Wild is the best word I can use to describe Sophie Cunningham. And it is just, it's carnage. It's carnage a lot of the time when Sophie Cunningham gets involved with anything. The amount of fights that Sophie Cunningham has been involved in is mental.
I've always been a huge fan of Stephanie White, and I'm not kidding. We in college we played. I played. She coached against me and whatnot, and so we've known each other for quite a long time. And since I've been in the league, I was like, hey, what are you going to coach me? Like it was always just kind of a running joke, and it's been one for the past like 3 or 4 years. And so to finally all kind of come together just at the right time, I'm stoked. I think she's a heck of a coach. I love her offense. I love her approach to games and her approach to her players and the relationship she has with her players. And so I just think that we're going to do something really special here and moving forward.
In Sophie Cunningham, the Indiana Fever are trading for a multi-dimensional wing, capable of knocking down the 3-ball.
Cunningham is starting to cook. Cunningham 3 is good. Cunningham from the corner.
Locking down defenders.
Several deflections, and this time she gets the steal and the N1 opportunity.
And injecting passion and emotion into the game and into her team. On offense, Cunningham is a floor spacer and a deep shot maker. Each of her last 3 seasons, she's finished top 20 in the WNBA in threes made per minute on the floor among qualified players. And she will join a backcourt that features 2 of the top 5 3-point shot makers from a year ago, Caitlin Clark and Kelsey Mitchell.